Okay, so we are in Las Vegas, and we're going to look into one of the officers out there. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at this little video. I think it's like 2.5 minutes long of what it takes to become a Las Vegas police officer. This should be interesting. So this is where we're going to start.
What does it take to become a Metro police officer? Well, Abel introduced us last night to a woman considering a job in law enforcement.
That's exactly right, Tricia. And as we continue to examine those efforts to hire more police officers right here in the Valley during a shortage, I went behind the scenes today with some candidates as they took their physical test. Jose Saucedo is pushing through his final lap in the 1.5-mile run. A requirement to pass a Metro Police physical fitness test to move on to become a police officer during a time when Metro Sheriff Kevin McMahill says they need to fill 300 positions.
See the bad light on law enforcement, but you saw the turnout today. There's still a lot of good people that want to do good.
We're going to start on the next event, which is the push-up.
Saucedo was one of more than 50 people attending Wednesday's physical fitness test. It's the next step after a written exam. A test including a vertical jump, sit-ups and push-ups, to a 1.5-mile run in less than 17 minutes. Physical evaluations you must pass to move forward with the process.
You might have to go run, chase somebody. You might have to jump over a wall. You might have to do something physical. So it's good that they have these high expectations.
Once an applicant passes his test, Metro Sergeant John DeShutter says they have to go through a background check, which is the longest part of the process, including a psychological exam. It's then determined if they can be hired to move on to the academy.
We understand that we have these vacancies right now, and that's why we have academies going every couple of months.
DeShutter says they are reaching out to local youth, getting them right out of high school and exposing them to hands-on experience within the police department, helping them enter the academy as soon as they turn 21.
In 2 to 3 years, they're going to be ready-made police officers, corrections officers for the department.
But for some, Saucedo says the process can be challenging.
If you're not prepared for it, if you're not training for it, if you're not studying, it can be taxing.
He says this may contribute to the lack of applicants. Sergeant DeShutter says they aren't recruiting to look for perfection. There are some hard disqualifiers, such as illicit drug use or 2 or more warrants in the past 3 years, but he says they are working to update their standards.
We just make sure to hold people to those standards so they can be successful police officers out on the street.
DeShutter says they are looking for more people like Saucedo who are coming in from out of state. Metro has streamlined the application process, and they are also offering competitive compensation and benefits in comparison to other metropolitan cities. And if you're interested in becoming a member of our law enforcement, you can take the written and physical tests this Saturday at Del Sol High School. Check-in starts at 7:30 a.m., and you can apply on site.
Apply on site. Check-in starts at 7:30 a.m. All right, well, here's a sergeant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. What's his name? Kevin Menon. So let's see what Kev's been up to.
Learning more about an accusation against Metro Police Sergeant arrested on Friday for allegedly abusing his power. Fox 5 has obtained the arrest report, which accuses Kevin Menon of unlawful detainment. The report details multiple incidents of Menon ordering arrests without probable cause, often confronting people instigated by himself. In one incident, Menon also accused of shoving an officer who was making a legal arrest after he didn't recognize Menon in plain clothes. The sergeant is also accused of telling officers to lie on their incident reports.
Okay, so has that gone anywhere? Let's see.
I reviewed more than 400 pages of grand jury transcripts detailing how Metro Sergeant Kevin Menon may have used illegal tactics to make arrests here on the Las Vegas Strip.
What did I do?
Fabricating reasons to stop people and arrest them.
I'm not doing nothing.
Metro Sergeant Kevin Menon is accused of doing just that while working at the Convention Center Area Command. He was in charge of the Flex Squad, a team of uniformed and plainclothes officers who proactively hunt for crime.
I don't know him, bro.
This arrest is from April 26th at the Cromwell Sportsbook and was shown to a Clark County grand jury who indicted Menon earlier this month for a number of charges including oppression and battery.
What I do, man?
Metro officer Roland Bahunin is seen putting a man named Micah in handcuffs. Bahunin testifies he was instructed to do so by Menon without a clear probable cause. On May 3rd, a man named Marquise was walking down this pedestrian bridge between Caesars and Bellagio. Surveillance video appears to show Sergeant Menon intentionally bumping into Marquise. When officers detain him, Marquise tells them he's being set up.
Put your hands on your back. I ain't doing this.
These are Metro officers Justin Candelisas and Stephen Casaro putting Marquise in handcuffs.
Why are you open carrying a knife in the strip, man? I didn't know.
In this body cam video, you can hear Marquise telling the officer several times, quote, "It's not like that."
He bumped into me, and then you guys were right behind me, literally.
I didn't see that.
Like it was a setup.
Officer Candelisas tells Marquise he didn't see Sergeant Menon bump into Marquise, but in
But he happens to be there for the arrest.
this surveillance video from the Bellagio, a man who appears to be Sergeant Menon bumps into Marquise.
You didn't see him bump into me?
Another incident happened here inside the Cosmopolitan on May 5th. Sergeant Menon tells his fellow officers to detain 4 individuals and arrest one of them named Ronald. Menon accuses Ronald of making a sexual comment near the restroom, but Metro Bodycam footage shows when Ronald is getting handcuffed, he's confused.
I think you were standing by a restroom and you said, "Suck my," right?
who?
This is Officer Abigail Armijo seen putting Ronald in handcuffs.
I said, suck my to who?
Armijo admitted to the grand jury it was Sergeant Menon who told her he heard Ronald make the comment, and even though she didn't hear it herself, she arrested him on good faith.
Hey, I'm the
She arrested him because she was told to.
Another video appears to show Menon approach officers from a different squad and try to control their arrest. In September, I reached out to Metro requesting an interview with Sheriff Kevin McMahill for his response. I was denied the next day. So I asked if Metro could confirm statements the sheriff gave to a local newspaper, but Metro asked me to again request an interview with the sheriff. I haven't heard back, although I'm still waiting. Metro did tell me to modify my story to report Sergeant Menon is now on unpaid leave. Do you know when that'll be? Menon is scheduled to appear in court on October 23rd. On the Las Vegas Strip, I'm J1 Jum.
Alrighty. So, he is scheduled to appear in October, and then we have this.
The case against a Las Vegas Metro Police sergeant takes a twist as he's actually taken into custody, facing new charges. Thanks for staying with us here at 6:30. I'm Janice Valdez.
I'm David Sharn, so he will likely be spending the night in jail. This is a story the 8 News Now investigators first broke, and now we've obtained the arrest report just filed earlier today with some new details about these allegations. Vanessa Murphy has the latest from the Regional Justice Center. We do want to warn you that this report is of a sensitive nature.
Kevin Menon was walking into court here to appear for his first case, but the Las Vegas Metro Police sergeant was unexpectedly taken into custody on 2 new charges related to child pornography.
What's up, man? What's up, brother? Hey, I'm the sergeant.
Kevin Menon pushes an officer while working on the Las Vegas Strip. Videos like this at the center of the first case against him as he's charged with 13 counts related to abuse of his power as the leader of a special unit. On Wednesday, prosecutors filed 2 new counts of possession of visual pornography of a person under the age of 16, after Metro Police say they found images of prepubescent girls on Menon's laptop. In this arrest report obtained by the 8 News Now investigators, detectives say Menon used search terms like Teen P and another with the word pedo. The 8 News Now investigators outside Menon's North Las Vegas home as police were back with another search warrant. His wife in tears waiting and then leaving with their dog.
Any matters to be presented from the grand jury?
A grand jury indicted Menon earlier this month after viewing multiple videos where Menon, who's dressed in plain clothes, appears to create fake scenarios which led to stops, searches, and arrests. Most of the citizens who are targeted appear to be black men. A few examples. In one case, Menon tries to hand 2 men fraudulent money. In another, he pretends to know this man in a sports book. And in a third, he shoulder checks a man on a pedestrian bridge.
Like it was a setup.
Menon is scheduled to appear in court for those 2 new charges Thursday morning. He's being held without bond. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
So right now, no other officers have been charged in that alleged scheme. Several reported...
Which is strange because right after he does the shoulder check-in and all this, they're there to arrest.
What was going on to the police union, which then contacted the department, spurring this entire investigation. Right now, Menon is suspended from the department without pay. His attorney filed a motion about all this a short while ago, meaning he filed his response. You can find more on that right now on anewsnow.com.
Okay, so just in case you're wondering how much of a degenerate is this one, this is about as bad as it gets, what we just watched. But just in case you're wondering his mindset, here we go.
Good evening. Prosecutors describe a disturbing fetish in crimes, prompting a grand jury to indict a Las Vegas Metro Police Sergeant for a third time. This is 8 News Now at 11 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez, and this is a story our 8 News Now investigators first broke. Vanessa Murphy, the only reporter in the courtroom as those alarming allegations are revealed.
We just watched Las Vegas Metro Police Sergeant Kevin Menon turn himself in jail here after a judge issued a warrant. In this third criminal case, prosecutors say he installed cameras in his private bathroom to watch his wife and sister-in-law use the toilet.
The thing that we discovered was that one of the things that Kevin Menon has a fetish for is pornography involving peeing and urination.
Prosecutor Chris Hamner says this is Kevin Menon installing cameras in his home bathroom.
You'd be able to see the toilet, and then 2 days later, Kevin Menon installs a second hidden camera and a second vent inside that same bathroom.
He describes 96 recordings, prompting a grand jury to indict Menon on 28 counts of capturing an image of the private area of another person.
These women have no clue that they are being recorded.
Hamner says Menon is caught on camera installing the videos here in September. That's while he was out on bail in his first case, where he's accused of abusing his power as a Metro Police Sergeant by creating fake scenarios to make arrests on the Las Vegas Strip.
And then when they were investigating that, they found the stuff we just saw. You can't make this up.
As a result of that investigation, police say they found numerous images of child sexual abuse material on Menon's devices. He was rearrested and then posted bail. On Friday, Hamner asks Clark County District Court Chief Judge Jerry Weiss to set a bail for $1 million cash.
He's turned to satisfy his addiction by victimizing the people who love him most. And there is absolutely no way at this point that the state and the court and Metro can monitor him to keep the community safe.
Weiss sets bail at $56,000 and says the new charges don't seem as serious as the alleged crimes in Menon's first two cases.
The point is, he has installed cameras in his bathroom to watch his wife and his sister-in-law go to the bathroom.
It seems hard for me to give you $1 million bail on these charges.
Hamner continues to try to sound the alarm.
We don't know what else to do to stop the crimes from happening.
Weiss stands by his decision, just like Menon's wife appears to stand by her husband.
The wife is still standing by him for everything he has done, everything they have found, everything he is looking at, and everything they're doing to her and her sister. She is still stand by your man. That was a country and western song back in the day. I'm just saying, this, you can't rehabilitate this.
8 News Now investigators see them leave their North Las Vegas home to go to his attorney Robert Draskovich's office. They say goodbye before Menon heads to jail again.
Did you install cameras in your private bathroom to watch your family members go to the bathroom?
They saw you do it.
I saw the video myself of you installing the cameras.
The evidence in this case, which prosecutors again describe as video clips of the victims using the bathroom, is sealed. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Now, in court documents, Menon alleges that he tried to report racism within the Metro Police Department and believes that he is now being retaliated against.
Yes, he believes he is being retaliated against. course he does. This one, this degenerate. I'm being retaliated against. So what are they saying, that he put that stuff that he was watching on his computers, or is he trying to say that they put that on his computers? Please stop. He looks like a complete degenerate. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Also, 92% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. You got your phone in your hand, your laptop, click the button, and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this degenerate, and I'm out of here.